Hey everybody, welcome to the JLash Show. My name is Jackson Lasher and welcome back to Season 2, Episode 34 of the JLash Show. So, our topics today are mainly going to be about the Phillies with their series against the Rockies and the Philadelphia Flyers against the New Jersey Devils and their past games against the Boston Bruins, which that was a awesome game if I do say so myself. So we will get to that in a minute. And also some March Madness since Michigan won against UConn. So we will get to that also later in the episode. But the Philadelphia Flyers winning against the Boston Bruins, which the Boston Bruins are very, very good. So that proves to the Philadelphia Flyers, since the Boston Bruins are an old team, that the Philadelphia Flyers are a young team and are capable of getting the job done. In my opinion, I think that they are capable of getting the job done. And really, I think that they are going to get the job done in the postseason if they get into the postseason, because they have been they are a really talented team, let me tell you right now. And I couldn't expect more or less from them, but I don't think they're going to win in the first round, unfortunately. But that is totally okay, because if they don't win in the first round, that shows that they at least got into the playoffs, which they haven't gotten into the playoffs in a very, very long time. So I wouldn't be very shocked if they didn't win in the first round. If they did, they could be one of the Cinderella teams, which would be awesome for Philly, because that would just give us a little bit of hype and all of that. But the main two players in this game that I really want to talk about is Porter Martone and Dan Vladar, because they were both two talented people in the game on, I think it was 2 to 3 days ago, I think. But really I want to talk about them. So let's talk about Porter Martone first. He's still a teenager. He's 19 years old. He is just beginning. This is just the beginning of his career. And let me tell you, he is doing a hell of a job getting this done. I mean, scoring an overtime goal with that being your first goal in the NHL is absolutely awesome. That is amazing. I have to give him a shout out. And of course it's overtime, and I think the Flyers definitely performed very well in overtime, because I went to the game against the Dallas Stars, and the Dallas Stars were good, but they held the Flyers off since overtime, and then overtime they just came back, got close to the goal, got that job done. So I think that they are very excellent in getting that. I think that they're very excellent in getting the job done in overtime, if I do say so myself. So yeah, they have been doing very excellent lately. They have really, I have to say, I'm really impressed with the Flyers. A 39-26-12 record. I don't think we've had that good of a record ever since. And they have proved to us that we can keep that hot streak open. And I think that they have definitely utilized the 3v3 strategy. I discussed that in an episode a few weeks back. I will throw that up on the screen for you. They sent 3 of their guys onto the ice, probably one of their best 3 guys. And they sent Trevor Zegras out, which he has done excellent for the Flyers this year. Really, I can't say anything better about him. And really, I think that they still utilize that 3v3 strategy on the Philadelphia Flyers. Put 3 of your best guys on ice, young guys too. Porter Martone being included, then you are set to jet on this Flyers team. And do not get me wrong about Dan Vladar. That guy is an absolute stud in the net. A .947 save percent with 18 saves, only allowing 1 goal is absolutely amazing. And he deserves a lot of the credit too, because he is no goalie can really do that. He did awesome. But I think the real star of the game is Porter Martone, because he is, like I said, he is 19 years old. He is a stud. Like, I think we got him in the 2025 NHL draft, I believe. So I think that's where we signed him and acquired him from. So that's absolutely amazing. Like, having a guy like him on the Flyers is just going to be an absolute miracle and an absolute it's going to be awesome. So I'm looking forward to seeing him do way more for this Flyers team in general, because he's got so much more years to come, and I hope that they sign him to a max contract, because it's just like he's just an excellent person in general, skater, player, a shooter. You can name it all. He is awesome. And I think with the Flyers 3v3 strategy, I think that they could have Noah Cates on the Noah Cates, Tyson Forster, or Mitch Kov, or Porter Martone. I would have those three guys on ice because they're probably the most excellent at defense. Or defense and offense, if I should say that. But really, I have to say that they did really, really well. So I'm happy about how that turned out, and I couldn't say anything better about it. Man, this Flyers team has got me hyped, because this just shows the fans that they are just having an impact on the game, and they have a really positive impact on the game. And you should have seen how packed it was in Xfinity Mobile Arena. That was insane. I have to look at the attendance. They had 19,133 people, and I get it, not all of them are Flyers fans, but probably like 75 to 85% were at least were Flyers fans. And that's just amazing. And so they have done excellent, and I hope that they just do more and more and more for this Philly team, because we can't really count on the Philly teams, the Phillies included, and I will get to that in a minute. But they just have a spark that really no one else can really see in them. They have done really well, and they're just a young team that has so much years more to come. Like, I can totally see a lot in them. So really, if I have to say that, they will get into the playoffs. And if they win against the New Jersey Devils, which I think New Jersey is a tough team to play against, and let's just take a look at this matchup, because they are playing at 7 p.m. tonight, which that is about an hour and 15 minutes away. It looks like that let's just take a look right quick. It looks like they are a little bit of a tough team, but not really a tough team. They are 40 and 34 and 3. So, but they have a 20 and 15 and 3 record at home. So it's going to be a little bit of a tough one. So if we can win this, I totally think that we will be solid, and we'll have around a 75% chance of making the playoffs, which I can't believe I'm saying this right now, but I think the Flyers will be making the playoffs as of right now if they win against this, which would be absolutely amazing. So Travis Konechny and Owen Tippett facing off against Jack Hughes and Nico Herscher. So if I do say so myself, I think that the Flyers are going to light the dang lamp tonight. So that's what has to happen. They have to keep this momentum rolling. They just have to keep it rolling. If they don't keep it rolling, we are we're done. We're done. So I don't want to see that happen to us. So if they can't keep it going, you might as well just say, see you later, because I want to see them win, because they are such a young team. They're a Philly team, and they're just awesome. So, but the Flyers' record away is 21, 13, and 4, which is pretty good in my opinion. So I think that they will take care of business. But it does look like that people have New Jersey winning. So I guess we'll have to see where this game goes, which is the amazing thing about hockey is that it kind of can swing in any direction. So we'll see what happens. I'm just excited to see this Flyers team possibly get into the playoffs after tearing them down to the studs we've had. Scott Gordon, we had John Tortorella as coach, and it's just we've been through a lot these past few years, so we haven't made it into the playoffs. So to see him make them come in is just absolutely amazing. So now, after a long while, we are going to finally get to the Philadelphia Phillies, which they have done, actually, in my opinion, very, very well, except for that one game that Taijuan Walker pitched. He's back to his normal self because, as you can see, he has easily over an 11 ERA after the game he pitched. He gave up like 2 or 3 home runs, and it's just like they are just give me a break. Like they're not DFAing him fast enough. But I'm looking at this right now. Let's look at game 1 to see how they performed. The Phillies won 10-1, which was absolutely amazing. This was their first away game that they have won, and you couldn't think of them being good enough. So yeah, they have done excellent. So I'm not gonna complain about that. Kyle Schwarber hit a home run. Bryce Harper hit a home run. So I'm not complaining. Turner singled. Marsh homered. So it's the young team that matters in us. So if we keep it young, we'll be A-okay. If we keep it old, like Harper and Schwarber and Turner, then we're not going to be so hot. That's what it amounts to. And people fail to see the parallels with that because they think old is good because they have veteran experience in the league. They don't. I mean, yes, they do. But obviously, you want younger guys because then they'll last longer. And it's just come on. We don't want older guys on the team. We have enough older guys as is. So, really, it is what it is. So, the Colorado Rockies are 2-5. They are probably further down the season because this is as of game 1. This Michael Lorenzen guy seems pretty bad. He was the former pitcher of the Phillies that pitched the no-hitter. The no-hitter was real. He had 3 innings pitched, gave up 12 hits, 9 earned runs, and only recorded 2 strikeouts in the 3 innings he pitched. Trash. He is a trash player, if I do say so myself, because he is give me a break, Aaron, or not Aaron Nola. He actually did very good. 6.1 innings pitched, only gave up 5 hits, recorded 9 strikeouts and only 1 earned run. So he pitched a pretty good gem, in my opinion. Any pitcher we can really get would be amazing. But we had Kyle Backus, and which was pretty good, and then Zach Pop, which he is a new guy. So they at least got some experience. So that's kind of what I'm happy about. But the Harper and Schwarber dingers is what I was happy for the most. So now let's move on to game 2 and kind of look over game 2 and see what they did right. So what they did right in game 2. So they won 2-1. It wasn't as good as people were expecting because they were just coming off a fresh win. So the pitcher that pitched that game was Jesus Luzardo. 6.2 innings pitched, 5 hits, 1 earned run, and 11 strikeouts, which is an absolute gem. So he shut down the Colorado defense. And I think that the Philadelphia defense, I got to say this right now, is they have to do better on their defense. Their defense is a little sloppy, especially with Justin Crawford, I believe, or no, Adolis Garcia in right field with the Sun. He completely missed the ball. It wasn't good. So that's something that we have to do better on. But everyone makes mistakes, so it is what it is. So I'm not gonna punish him for it. If I'm not gonna punish him for it. So it is what it is. I'm just happy that we won. Jarren Duran got the save. 1 inning pitched with 1 strikeout and no hits and no earned runs recorded. So, yes, we did very well. What went wrong our very last game when we were about to get the series sweep. I can tell you what happened and what went wrong. Our pitcher, Taijuan Walker, absolutely just faltered and shut down. Like, he wasn't good. So that's pretty much that's the excuse. And the Colorado Rockies pitcher pitched very well. So yeah, if I do say so myself, we did good. So now we won our first game against San Francisco. So a lot of good things to come with that. So yeah, let's move on to the weather report coming now. Hey everybody, welcome to the JLash Show Weather Center. I'm your chief meteorologist, Jackson Lasher, and it is a very beautiful days coming up as a high pressure sits around or over us as of right now. But unfortunately, that is going to bring some cooler temperatures for now and a little bit of breezy conditions. But that should be moved out probably right around the end of the week, Thursday, Friday, right around there. Friday, temperatures start to increase up, so it'll be a high of 70 degrees. Right now, right around now, is the temperatures are going to be staying in the 50s and 60s as of right now. It won't really get up until next week on Tuesday, which is going to be around 80 degrees. But really, doesn't look. I don't see any rain in the forecast, which is very nice. So it looks like it is going to be sunny, partly cloudy, and cloudy at the very, very most. No rain. That's the best part, you guys. Because we have seen a lot of rain lately. But it is what it is. And the best thing is, it is a 7:31 p.m. sunset as of right now, which is absolutely awesome, because that means that we will be having later sunsets on the way. And it's about around 160 days until we have a sunset that is below 7:30 p.m. before 7:30 p.m., which is very nice. So it's very good, is what I have to say. So just cool conditions tonight. We are under a freeze watch as of right now, so the freezing weather is not over just yet. So yeah, let's move on to the JLash Show weather of the week. Now for the JLash Show weather of the week. Today was sunny with a high of 52. Wednesday is going to be sunny with a high of 53. Thursday is going to be partly cloudy with a high of 60 degrees. Friday is going to be sunny with a high of 70 degrees. Saturday is going to be sunny with a high of 64 degrees. Sunday is going to be sunny with a high of 65 degrees. Monday is going to be cloudy with a high of 72 degrees. Tuesday is going to be cloudy with a high of 80 degrees. Wednesday is going to be drizzly with a 45% chance of drizzle with a high of 78 degrees. And Thursday is going to be drizzly with a 50% chance of drizzle with a high of 60 degrees. So that is about it. Now back to the JLash Show. Welcome back now from the JLash Show weather report. So I am not quite finished with the Phillies just yet. I'm still discussing Game 3 and a little bit of the San Francisco series. So let's get started. The Philadelphia Phillies lost 1-4 against the Colorado Rockies because of Taijuan Walker. The defense is just not great just yet with that, and they need to do a little bit better. But their offense needs to do better in that game as well. I think the only person that scored was the Adolis Garcia that homered to the right center field, and that was pretty much it. And then we just stalled for the rest of the game, which was very unfortunate. So yeah, let's go ahead and discuss their upcoming series against the San Francisco Giants, because that could be a very good series since the Giants aren't the best. So we are playing at San Francisco, which is tough for us because we are out on the West Coast as of right now. But they won 6-4 last night, so that is game 1. They are 6-4 now, 6-4 now. The Philadelphia Phillies. I think that they are going to do excellent. Jonathan Bolin, he pitched. He got the win, 1 inning pitched with 2 strikeouts, with no hits or earned runs recorded. And the save was Jaron Duran, which he had 1 inning pitched and 1 hit and then 0 earned runs and no strikeouts recorded. So yeah, it was a little bit of a tight game, but we came back. So we are so back. So it looks like Turner grounded out and Harper doubled. Harper singled to the right field. Bohm doubled, and Marsh hit a sacrifice fly, which kind of brought us back, which was absolutely awesome. We went on a legendary run there. So I am definitely not complaining. I definitely think that we are going to be one of the most, I think we're going to be a very good, excellent team in the NL East this year, without a doubt. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. So now, let's look at game 2 and kind of make some projections. Christopher Sanchez is pitching for the Philadelphia Phillies, while Robbie Ray is pitching against the Philadelphia Phillies for the San Francisco Giants. So now let's take a look. There's no lineup, unfortunately, as of right now, but that is okay because, so they're playing at around 9:45. So yeah, but really we have more of a chance to win, and yeah, I'm looking forward to it. So now, that's all we can really think about is the Philadelphia Phillies. For March Madness, it looks like the Michigan Wolverines won against the Yukon Huskies 63-69, which they are the champions of March Madness. So that is very good. I don't really have anything to say on that because I don't really watch March Madness. So yeah, and I just want to see if I can get some Phillies news or Eagles news for you guys. And yeah, some off-season news. Sorry for that. Is really AJ Brown. They might be looking to trade some AJ Brown, which is going to be absolutely amazing if they do. But it is what it is. I don't really care about him. It is what it is. Obviously, Jalen Hurts. Hopefully they keep him. I don't really want him to. Leave because he is one of the only quarterbacks that we have. So yeah, it is what it is with the Birds at this point. They might be falling to their knees at this point, which is unfortunate, but it happens to every team and you can't really stop it. So they're going to probably fall, unfortunately, but it is what it is. But really, I can't really complain about them because they won a Super Bowl. So they're 2-time Super Bowl champions, which is absolutely amazing. And that's all you really have to be thankful for. So if there is anything, I will let you guys know. But really, that's pretty much about it for now. Now let's move on to Philly Sports Shenanigans with JLash. Welcome to Philly Sports Shenanigans with JLash. I'm your host for Philly Sports Shenanigans with JLash, Jackson Lasher, and it's crazy that the Flyers are making the playoffs. They are third in the Metropolitan Division, which, yep, they are up on the screen. So yeah, whatever. I'm really happy about that. So I'm like celebrating right now in my brain. I'm very happy that they are excellent. So really, the only thing is that the Phillies need to clean up their defense a little bit because it is not that good. So yeah, it is what it is with the Phillies, and I'm happy that they're doing good. So I think they are 6-4 right now. So yeah, I am definitely not complaining. So yeah, let's keep it rolling with JLash or Trash. Welcome to JLash or Trash. I'm your host for JLash or Trash, Jackson Lasher, and my 2 takes is that the Philadelphia Flyers are going to make it far in the playoffs. Now, that's definitely not far-fetched because they are a very good team, and people know it, and they are a very young team. So they do utilize the 3v3 strategy in overtime, so they are very good. They have Noah Cates, Tyson Forster, Sean Couturier, new guy that they just got that scored the overtime goal, Porter Martone. So they got plenty of options. They have Jackson Edwards, which he is very young. So they are definitely doing very well. So I think that they can make it decently far. Well, not decently far, probably like 1 or 2 rounds in, and then they would lose, but that's okay. And then another one is that A.J. Brown will be let go by the Philadelphia Eagles based on how he kind of treated his coach last year, and based on who they are looking for, I would probably say yes, because he treated his coach like crap these past few years, or this past year, because he screamed at Nick Sirianni. So, yeah. And that's pretty much about it for the JLash Show. Follow all my social media pages, so you can see up on the screen right there. If you want to be a guest, sign up on the form. Any questions, email jackson@thejlashtshow.com. And yes, that's pretty much it. Have a good night, JLash Nation.